I want to go across to Rahul Mehra because Rahul, there are very serious questions of Arvind Kejriwal. He has no experience in administration. Your MLAs are green-ons, they are novices. Several haven't ever been inside the Delhi Assembly before this. It's easy to promise the moon, but can Kejriwal now deliver the moon to the people who voted for him?
Rahul, first of all, thank you for having me over on your show. It's a great historic moment in Indian political history. A common man coming up within a year, setting up a political party from a social movement, going through all the churnings, all the challenges which were thrown, and now, becoming the first commoner as the chief minister of the state. So it's a huge historical moment, that we are witnessing. Coming down to your question, Rahul, who would have imagined a year back that a social movement in India with idealism, with passion, can be converted into a political party? Who would have actually imagined that despite all odds, all challenges and the kind of polity that we had, 70 honest people could have been put forth as candidates? Who would have imagined a year back that yes, Indian elections can be run with clean white money, with meager amount, with the giant shark sitting on the other side, ready to eat you away? Who would have actually imagined, Rahul, tell me, whether a novice, infant of a political party, not even a year old, few months old, can take up the big wigs?
The time to imagine is over.
In India.
Now is the time, Rahul, to govern. The time for idealism and romance is now past us. We're now down to the brass tacks of governance. And my question is, now that you've promised the moon when it comes to water, when it comes to electricity at much cheaper prices, how soon and can Arvind Kejriwal deliver on those promises? The time for rhetoric is past.
So Rahul, how about saying that even before swearing in ceremony, there is a letter just a couple of hours back which was written by the Additional Commissioner of Police Delhi, saying that Z category security is provided to the Chief Minister of Delhi, and we would like to know where do you want our entire deployment to be sent to you. And Arvind, in his own very simplistic style, thanking and acknowledging their concern for him and saying, thank you very much, please, I do not want this security, I'm a common man, please allow me to stay as a common man. Now, much before the swearing in, much before he assumes the position of that power that everybody seems to be so concerned about, he is walking his talk. Why can't we just wait and watch, like we have waited and watched over the last 1 year, him redefining, and Aam Aadmi Party as a whole, redefining the rules of this game? Why is it so difficult for us not to allow a little bit of time based on scientific evidence and based on scientific data that yes, 700 liters of water can be given without any money, without charging any money? Why is it so difficult to find out that there are certain documents which have been kept away from the privy of the common man because of lack of transparency and accountability in the corridors of power of Delhi?
Mr. Manishankar Iyer, water and electricity are the two focus areas for Arvind Kejriwal. If he is able to reduce electricity tariffs by 50% and provide free water, do you think those two decisions in the next 4 to 5 months can send the Congress and the BJP out of business? Because if electricity tariff can get halved and people get free water, they'll say, why were we voting for the Congress the last 15 years, Mr. Iyer?
In politics, nobody can be driven entirely out of the business. We've been around for 127 years. We're here for another 127. Occasional setbacks are normal in this game. But I really do hope that Arvind Kejriwal will be able to demonstrate what he has promised to do and then sustain it. He's been made the Chief Minister for 5 years. Let us see whether he is able to sustain these dramatic promises over a 5-year period and give us a kind of government that it is almost impossible to imagine.
But Mr. Iyer, the Congress has already begun its double speak. We saw earlier a letter from the Congress which said, we offer Arvind Kejriwal unconditional support. This morning, when former Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit spoke, she said, there is no unconditional support. It will be conditional support based on the promises, based on specific issues. So what are these games that the Congress has already begun to play. Is the support unconditional? Is it not unconditional? After having written a letter saying that you've offered unconditional support, now you're saying suddenly, moments after he's gone and met the Lieutenant Governor, that the support is not unconditional. What's going on, Mr. Iyer?
We've given him unconditional support to form the government. We provided him with the majority which will enable him to run the government. Now, what is he going to do over the next 5 years? So long as it is good government, so long as it is corruption-free government, so long as it is sensible governments that takes into account economic realities, he is assured of our support. It's only in the event, likely or unlikely, of his harming the interests of the people of Delhi that we may have to rethink it. But otherwise, our support was unconditional for him to form the government. But how can it be unconditional for the way in which he runs the government? That we'll see.
Now you're playing with words.